Alright, so a new season of Halo Infinite has come strolling in, and with it came a whole bunch of new content that I'm sure you've seen before. I'm going to be making this YAP sesh about the huge changes in Ranked Arena, since that is where I predominantly play. First off, I've already played all my placements, and I placed into D5, which is really no surprise because I'm pretty sure that's the highest rank you can actually place. Placements this time were actually boring and too easy, and it was obvious that the players I came across were not my rank. So coming from Onyx, you see the same players every game, and I only recognized a couple players here and there this time. I have no idea what algorithms are in place for the placements, but I don't think players on both teams find it fun to go against high disparity skills, and that also could be due to new weapons and the new game mode. Speaking about a new weapon, the Bandit rifle that has gotten an upgrade from Season 4 is finally here. And if you haven't watched my prediction video on it, I'll tell you right now that I was kind of right about it. I've gotten lots of comments stating that it would be mouse and keyboard favored, and honestly I'm not really seeing it. Sure, it's more consistent, but that doesn't make it more favored to that input. I think that the dancing and mechanics that Halo is known for leave plenty of room for outplaying, because I'm still getting outdueled by people who movement outplay me all the time. Now for my opinion on it, with this new weapon comes a higher and consistent skill ceiling. Now this is just my opinion, but I felt like the BR had lots of built-in crutches that leads to less skilled engagements. Having a safety net of an entire 3-round burst leads to damage that could be inflicted without even cognitively aiming. And with the bandits, the damage is consistent. You either hit or miss it. Needless to say, I think this leads to an overall higher skill ceiling in movement and aim. Like I said in my predictions video, this gun has all the functions of the BR, but it's just a lot more consistent, and with that comes competitiveness. You need to have precision and patience, and I truly believe that this gun will separate the actual good players and the bad players. And I still have some problems with it. So my problems with it are that it's kind of hard to hear other players with it, and it's an incredibly boring weapon. Firstly, the BR is louder, and I could hear people shooting with it if they were below or near me, which is in contrast with the Bandit. On top of that, I have no idea how they could spice up this weapon. Leave me a comment if you have one, but the Bandit is so boring to watch and listen to. You're just shooting a regular semi-automatic gun with no real oomph or impact. Like if I had to watch HCS or something with this, I would literally be so bored, which is a big problem for me because I'm a ranked arena content creator. And the characteristics of the BR are so satisfying and so iconic. I see the BR as a Halo signature and poster weapon. The satisfying yet thundering shots of the burst, the clings of the shots, and the fierce and bold reload animation really make me as a player feel powerful with it. And it's one of those weapons that's incredibly unique and special exclusively to Halo. When you see the BR and you play other games, you know that this weapon belongs to Halo. And in contrast, you have this random semi-auto rifle that could be placed in any game, the Bandit. To be honest, I am really enjoying the Bandit rifle and the BR, but I feel like they can serve both players. Now, I have no deep competitive background in Halo, and I'm unsure of all the logistics, but if there was some kind of loadout system like Halo Reach or Halo 4 had, where they gave the option to players, I would be fine with it. And obviously there's going to be competitive flaws with that take, like comparing times to kill and damage consistencies coupled with competitive metas make this a difficult challenge. On top of that, it breaks a lot of sandbox rules of the game, since people would just be picking up 2 weapons all the time. I personally would be open to trying it out, since I would always be picking the Bandit for its consistencies, even though I still like the BR. Given that the time to kill for both weapons is relatively the same, I think it could add like a layer of depth to the competitive scene, since both weapons can do some jobs slightly better than the other. And remember, I'm just speaking out of my butt. This is all hypothetical, like hearsay, so I wouldn't take that part seriously. And besides that, I noticed that some maps didn't change the sandbox a lot with the new Bandit starts. I'm still just picking up Bandit ammo on the pads on Live Fire, Street Solitude, and there needs to be a BR somewhere on Recharge. I have no idea if this is intentional or not, but these definitely should be replaced by BR or something else. And then lastly, I'm just going to go over the new extraction game mode that was released in Infinite. I'm fairly new to the ranked arena aspect of Halo, and apparently this is a game mode from Halo 4, but I can assure you that no one in my game so far knows how to play this. From my experience, it seems like a glorified King of the Hill, and I don't mind new game modes and mechanics. I'm always open to changing stuff and making things more fun, but this game mode has some glaring flaws that I've noticed. This game mode implemented in ranked shows me that 343 employees do not play ranked arena. I think the main gameplay imperfection coming from it is that it doesn't fulfill the balancing of Koth. In extraction, you just place this trophy system gadget thingy down, and it starts a timer that auto captures for you if the enemy fails to interrupt it. But something that is huge is that you don't have to stand in the area to gain points. Basically, after you put it down, you can go wherever you want. See, the main characteristic of Koth is that you have to sacrifice at least a player and their ability to be taking pressure on the map for objective points on the hill. Additionally, the player in the hill is at a significantly disadvantaged position, and this is just the balancing of Koth. In extraction, the only sense of danger you have is placing down that trophy gadget thingy in the zone and then running away. Now you can just maintain a power position while winning the objective, effectively making the losing team fight an uphill battle. And also, I noticed that there is only one grenade on spawn, and I have no idea if that's intentional or not. And those are my issues with the extraction game mode. But once again, I want to reiterate that I'm very much enjoying the Bandit despite the elements that are missing from it. And if you don't follow me already, I'm a mouse and keyboard player who gets mid to high Onyx every season. I post informative and entertaining gameplay, at least that's the intention, and if you enjoy this type of content, leave me a comment with your opinions and such. I try to respond to all my comments I receive. Thanks for watching, and I hope that you are hyped for this new season.